So yeah, hello. This morning I'm going to show you a fancy application that I've been working on for some time, and it is actually a very, very simple chatbot. So just because I can. So let me just show you how easy it is to set it up. It's completely operated in Docker, so it's very, very easy to start it up. And what you get, you basically get a self-hosted chatbot that can work either with your key or to your favorite model, like the one from OpenAI I got here, or it can also work with your local model installed in your server room. So that is quite a convenient setup because it allows you to basically host your whole intelligence system in-house. What do we have apart of that that makes it so special? So basically it works with a panel of experts. You can have a number of experts employed within your company. Each of those experts is employed with their own knowledge, and you can ask those experts various things on should we buy a system? Should we develop a system in-house? What are the benefits? What are the costs? You can decide that with a panel of experts who would be operating within your company and giving different advice and different perspectives. So that basically prevents the situation where one chatbot steers you into one way of thinking, because essentially what you get for free is contradicting opinions that can be resolved either by you or by an independent expert who would read at evidence provided by each of the experts to decide what would be the advice, the final decision on the question that you may have. So I can ask, should I buy Microsoft Dynamics for my company? Obviously, one thing that I need to mention up front is that in this particular configuration, the experts have not been employed with any special insider's knowledge, so do not expect brilliant advice on the question that I'm posting, and do not expect that advice being grounded in a deep knowledge that those experts have not been provided. However, it is important that within your specific setup that I can give you by deploying it to your particular company, we can employ each of the experts with as much knowledge that comes from within your company, and that is very tailored to your company specifics. And those advice provided by those agents can be very tailored for your company needs. So, right, I think we just need to turn on the experts panel. The experts are on. So now the system is running. And we'll see if that works, because I haven't been preparing myself for this video. I haven't been trying out for some time. And we'll see. There's a number of other features like inner voice, the complete system of plugins, and then we've got pretty much a system of memory and a system of inner voices that those agents operate on. But let's not jump ahead. I'm going to tell you what would be the final recommendation. So you can see that we've employed all the experts into the job of deciding whether we should buy a specific piece of software or not. And we've got opinions provided by the design expert. There's also an opinion provided by the finance expert. There is also an opinion provided by other experts. So you get an answer that is balanced from different angles, that is not steering you into any direction, that can be completely grounded in your company's knowledge, and that is completely local if you want to. So there's nothing stopping you from running this whole thing on a local model and keep all the company secrets as private as you want them to be. So there's quite a few tiny little benefits that you get out of this tiny little package, but the package is actually much bigger, and there's a lot of features that would be very useful in a typical corporate environment. So I'm just going to go through them really quickly. So first of all, you've got your centralized authentication. You can pair it with your Google Workspaces or Microsoft Entra. In Azure, you can also authenticate users centrally other ways. There's also a full audit log of how the agent has been used and how the data has been collected and what queries have been provided by the users of that system. You can trace that if that is something that you want to enable. You've got the memory system, you've got the file system, you've got the complete RAG database for organizing your company knowledge into a database automatically, just based on the files input and permanently, so you can reuse that wide knowledge of documents across different queries. You've got different plugins that allow you to connect the system to whatever you want. And there's a lot of other plugins that are underway, like, for instance, connectivity with your Microsoft Dynamics, or, for instance, any other systems like Salesforce, maybe, SharePoint, anything like that can be connected and plugged in very, very easily, even if you are using the local model. There's a system of skills, so you can basically tell this chatbot how to think, how to solve different problems with pre-built skills that the chatbot is going to use, not to waste the time on trying to solve the problem that is already been solved. Like, I don't know, how do I get the financial forecasts from my company? Well, that can be a skill, and the agent can know that up front rather than search for that information across different parts of your company. There is also a concept of workspaces, where you can actually work on different company workspaces, and that you can have them completely separated. And that gives you the ability to partition the knowledge of your system in a different way. So first of all, you can partition it across the experts, but you can also create walls between different departments of your company, and basically work just with one of the departments, and the knowledge that is confined within the workspace of that department, if that is what you want. Otherwise, you can just work on the entire context of your company and only use experts as a way of separating the domain knowledge and giving you advice based on the individual knowledge that each expert carries. There's tons more than I can fit into a short 10-minute video that I planned for today, but I'll be very happy to actually guide you through, tell you what are the options, possibilities, and ways of expanding the functionality of this chatbot, because it's fun, because we can, because it's fun. It is very, very easy, and this project is going under the development. We work on this as a toy that me and a couple of my friends pushing forward. And I think we are very happy to get your comments or inputs or some ideas that might be useful for future development. So we'll be very happy to work with some of the friends, companies that I'm friend with on developing the functionality going forward. I think it's worth to have an alternative to the popular chatbots that will give you this extra few features that you were looking for a long time. And for some other companies, it might be worthwhile just to have an agent that is completely separate from the public cloud, or maybe even an agent that only operates on the local systems. That's a cool thing to have. Thank you very much, and hope you got a little bit of eye-opening from this video, or I got you interested in any other way in the concept of creating those agents yourself. Thank you.